Hello, church family. Thank you for turning in on this Tuesday morning. Hope you have a good drive to work or wherever you're going this morning. Um, Thank you for tuning in and listening to our daily devotion. So I want to get right back into being an overcomer. Yesterday we talked about what it is to be an overcomer, and we talked about you need to deal with the problem, not ignore it. So a lot of times problems are surrounded by circumstances. A lot of people make up excuses about the things that stand in front of them because they say, well, you don't understand my circumstances. An overcomer doesn't get caught up with circumstances. An overcomer makes up their mind that circumstances is not going to change me from being a blood-bought child of God. That circumstances is not going to change my commitment, because it's not the circumstances that an overcomer is dealing with. It's the commitment that's on the inside of them. If I'm committed on the inside, if I'm sold out, if my heart is sold out to the Lord, if my life is sold out to being a blood-bought child of the living God, if I'm a king's kid, if I've got my mind made up that come hell or high water, I'm going to serve God anyway. What did Job say? Though they slay me. Job lost just about everything. And even his wife said, you ought to curse God and die. If anybody had circumstances, old Job had some circumstances. If anybody had problems, Job had problems. But what did Job do? He trusted God. His commitment was greater than the circumstances that surrounded him. So everyone has circumstances, but not everyone is committed. So what I encourage you to do is to be more committed to the Lord than you have circumstances that surround you. The older you get, the more circumstances you're going to have. The more problems you get, the more circumstances you're going to have. The more money you get, believe me, the more circumstances you're going to have. The more land you own, the more circumstances you're going to have. The more children you have, the more circumstances you're going to have. All us preachers want more church members. We do. But guess what we're going to have if we get more church members? More circumstances. But you have to have more commitment the higher you go. The more you have, your commitment to God has to be greater than it's ever been before. So everyone has circumstances. The key is, what do you do with the circumstances you have? Do you total them? Do you just let them sit on the wayside? Or do you deal with them? I am on a mission in my life to deal with what surrounds me, because what surrounds me is not greater than what covers me. Are you with me? What surrounds me is not greater than what covers me, because I'm covered by the blood. I'm covered by the mercy. I'm covered by the grace. I'm covered by not just my commitment in God, but God's commitment to me. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. He said he would never leave me nor forsake me. He would be with me to the very end. We see this again in Job, because by the time you get to the end of Job, Job has got the most beautiful children that you could ever dream of. By the time you get to the end of Job, Job has more than he's ever had in his entire life. Why? Because the circumstances didn't kill him. His commitment gave him the power to become an overcomer. So I'm telling you, get committed. How do you get committed? First of all, you've got to get in the Word. Second of all, you've got to get into a prayer life. Third of all, you need to fast and seek God, because different circumstances cause different, you've got to come up with different tactics. You can read the Word and get through some things. You can pray and get through some things. But there's some things you're going to have to fast. You're going to have to push the plate back. You're going to have to spend more time than you've ever spent before. But I'm telling you, don't let the circumstances kill you. Don't let circumstances worry you. Be committed and the advocate. We have an enemy. We have an adversary. But don't you know we also have an advocate? Your advocate, the Lord Jesus Christ, will hang with you. Be committed to him. God bless.